Our red Protoss on Xel'Naga is going to be Liquid HerO, who is currently down 0-1 to a very aggressive Zerg opponent in Slayer's Sleep, who will be our Teal Zerg at the bottom portion of the map. And I love that playstyle out of Sleep that we saw last game.
Yes, and now given that we are on Xel'Naga Caverns, this is a map where you can play that hyper-aggressive Zerg style against Protoss pretty easily. The natural, very hard to defend against mass Zerg aggression. So given that, I feel like Sleep's playstyle is going to work even better on this map than it did on the last map. What was that map called? Xel'Naga Fortress? Yeah, I think Zerg aggression is going to work even better, and the playstyle from Sleep is just so good because it keeps the Protoss player from maxing out his army, and that is absolutely key. If you're going to face off against a Protoss Deathball, you're almost 100% screwed. Unless you're Shat, then you pull a miracle out of your butt. But if you keep attacking him, throw a wrench into the machinery early on, you can really keep them from doing all the nasty stuff that they do.
Yes, monkey wrenches in the machinery, man. The angry monkey from Family Guy, just chucking wrenches all day.
That's what Sleep is, man.
I really liked it. I really liked it. He took out those 2 Colossus on the first push, killed a bunch of sentries, got rid of some of those high gas units. The Muta switch, I mean, let's be real, man. He was just getting buck naked that whole game. Just running around, switching tech all over the place.
Trying to be as aggressive as possible, man.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his style is actually very different. He wasn't playing that, like,
sit back,
okay, I've got my third, I'm going to take my fourth.
Yeah.
He was just getting nasty.
No, what he was doing was attacking and then expanding behind his attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, rather than just expanding.
StarCraft 101, yeah, for sure. But the thing is...
Well, that's StarCraft 101 for
experts
and Protoss. And for experts. And the Zerg, StarCraft 101 has always been expand, absorb, expand.
Yeah. And he kind of plays it in a different way. And I'm a huge fan of any Zerg that mixes it up and plays a different play style. I love July Zerg.
Plays July Zerg style or just aggressive style in general, man.
July Zerg made it beyond the round of 8
in the GSL.
In GSL Code S, as did MVP.
Oh my god, dude! Did you hear that Jadong and Flash are coming?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just yanking your chain.
Yeah,
dude, if they came...
See, Koreans are smart, man. They still watch Brood War.
I know.
Because they're smart.
Well, we're smart too.
No, we're not.
Hey, did you realize that all these top Korean pros are actually used to be B-teamers? Like MVP used to be a B-teamer. Can you imagine if the A-teamers came?
Dude.
Jadong and Flash?
Give them like 3 months and it would be...
They make the transition, it will be balls out ballistic.
It would be disgusting.
Yeah.
Once the money's there, I'm pretty sure they will.
The money is there, man. They just...
Not yet.
Well,
no
Flash
way.
just signed a 2-year contract, I believe.
Yeah. So the money's there for Brood War, man.
It is.
They're making way more than any like StarCraft 2 players potentially would.
That's kind of true.
It's starting to get there though.
It is. It's working.
Team EG's making some moves. Team Liquid making moves. Complexity also making some big moves.
What is this probe doing over here?
He probably just wants to keep a probe out on the map for potential scout later on.
Yeah. And Sleep is.
I'm a fan.
Sleep is expanding. Yeah. He is expanding right now. Going to lose his Zerglings to that stutter micro from the Stalker. But Sleep right now is expanding behind this, and it looks like he's getting speed as well. HerO, is he going to go for that Stargate build? No, going straight into Twilight Council.
Oh god, is this going to be DTs or Blink all in? I think it's going to be DTs.
It's going to be one or the other. It's going to be pretty buck nasty.
I mean, I can't tell what it's going to be yet.
I honestly feel like it's going to be DTs because he's bringing the pylon around the left side, going to warp in a proxy pylon, and
wow, look at the Zergling ready and waiting.
Oh, it sees the probe. Beautiful play right there from Sleep. Going to kill off that probe.
Oh my god.
That delays the DTs by so much.
Unreal. Such good game sense. Such good game sense.
Well, here's the thing. Does Sleep have an Overlord ready to waltz in there and see the Dark Shrine? Right now he does, sort of, but there's a Stalker just waiting at the perimeter. I love how HerO's kind of putting his gateways on the outside to make it seem like it's a standard play, but it's really not.
No, it's not at all.
The water bottle just totally took a nosedive.
That's okay. He will show that sentry at the front door.
It looks like a 3-gate expand, man.
Yeah, it does. It really does. He's feigning the 3-gate expand. Gonna get those DTs out, but...
Oh my god, HerO, Sleep does have an Ingo Chamber coming up.
One thing that's really, really important is that there are no offensive pylons on the map.
Yes.
And I wonder... Oh my god, the Spore Crawler's already going down.
I know, man.
You just got read like a book. Read like a book, son.
I hear it, man.
Read like a book.
Spores and Spines on the way right now for HerO. Excuse me, for Sleep. Sleep is on top of this game. The Dark Templar are starting to come out. And the thing here about Sleep is, those spores serve two purposes. They're able to deal with both Void Rays and DTs.
He has it so fine-tuned. He has this matchup so fine-tuned. I think that he realized, just based on the count of gateway units at the natural, he probably saw that there was maybe 1 or 2 less sentries because he invested that gas in the Twilight and the Dark
and he sees
Shrine.
the DTs.
Oh, he knows.
No way.
Yeah, he knows.
No, he was moving out and he turned around and saw the blur and moving the Zerglings back, realizing that DTs are on the way. Oh my god. Sleep is on top of this, and I don't think the DTs are going to be able to do any damage at all. Maybe just 1 or 2 drones at best. Is the other DT running inside?
No, it looks like he's just going to retain map control.
Oh my god.
That DT does go down, though. He got trapped in the corner of the natural, only killing 1 drone. That's not what you want. The other DT just going to hold on
to the
Xel'Naga.
The thing here is HerO didn't actually... It's not really an all-in. It was more of a DT expand. So...
Oh, obviously. I mean, because you can.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily an all-in at all. You're banking on trying to do a lot of damage with the DTs, but you really want to keep that second DT alive so that you can morph them into Archons if it fails. He lost that 1 DT, so now his DT numbers are offset. He's probably going to warp in another one and make an Archon later on in the game, or he might start getting Archons off 2 base and hit a charge lot Archon timing push.
Which would be pretty devastating.
Yeah. It's even nasty against Terran, dude.
You make a great point, man. The Archon is now invalid without the additional Templar. So that lone DT can go around. He can do some scouting for now. I'm sure he's going to make the most use out of it until you get another Templar out. But he is adding on some more gateways right now, transitioning into the macro game. Kills off a Zergling at the natural.
I think he just got a little too greedy with that 1 DT.
Well, he was just trying to get in there to do whatever damage, and he's going to go in with the second DT. This could get surrounded by Speedlings very easily.
Yeah, bad idea.
It is. Wow, what is he thinking?
Just getting a little greedy. He's trying to sneak in there, and I mean, you got to think about it in the eyes of a Protoss player, right? I mean, he knows
How do we do this, my friend?
he knows that it one-hits mining units, right? It's just like how I feel with Blue Flame Hellions. I'm like, I gotta get him in there and kill the whole mineral line.
I could see that.
You're like freaking out, and a lot of times you get overzealous. You're not patient enough, and people tend to lose units like Blue Flame Hellions and DTs a lot when they're just not being patient. Whereas if you keep them alive, you can obviously morph DTs into Archons. They mix into your army really well. Blue Flame Hellions mix into your army really well as well. They do a ton of damage to light units.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's just something I see a lot in terms of like player behavior patterns. It's something I do too.
Yeah,
it's just like,
I'm sure it's mostly a Terran disease.
I don't know, dude. I think Protoss suffer from the same disease.
Flame Hellions. Zergs definitely don't have anything like that. So. Well, like Baneling Bombs.
Yeah, Baneling Bombs is just about it. But Baneling Bombs, I feel like, is something that you're patient with as well.
Run-ins.
Yeah, Speedling run-ins too. You can get a little overzealous with that sometimes, but it's different.
I
don't think Zerg really has any of those like.
Units
if only they had lurkers, bro.
That would be pretty fun, man.
Remember lurker drops?
I remember lurker drops.
I do.
Really do. Lurkers would make the game so crazy. But we do have Vengeful Sacks coming for Overlords pretty soon here, so we may see some Overlord bomb action. For now, the lane is actually delaying the Nexus from going on the left side, and it looks like we have a push here from HerO at the expansion. Oh my god, all the drones just saturating here, so the drones could all go down.
Sleep was not expecting
this
at all.
Gonna be able to deal with this? It looks like HerO's just gonna pull back. An opportunity missed right there. Sleep just doesn't really have anything at all, and it looks like the whole army is just recalled back home.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, a single Overlord distracting HerO. Is he really pulling back because of an Overlord?
No, definitely not. I think that Overlord's just going in for a full scout, get a gateway count, figure out what the tech is, see what he's up to, potentially scout the third, but that Overlord does go down. I think he was pulling out...
We have Roach Baneling on the way. It's going to be the Roach Baneling build.
I
do like it as well.
It's
a pretty sentry-heavy army
Holy
right
Banelings morphing in.
Yeah.
Look how many Banelings he just warped in, dude.
I know, it's a sentry-heavy army.
Look how many Banelings he just morphed in.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of sentries in this army. A lot of zealots as well. If all the Overlords get over there and drop their load of Banelings, poop them all out, this could be pretty devastating.
OHD. We've
gotta
only
do
had one
nation
HD gasm today, but we have had multiple sexual innuendos.
Where's the Roaches at? Here's his roaches. He needs to back up his army.
I love this build, man.
There is an observer here for HerO. HerO knows the gig, what's going on right now.
But what can he do about it?
Well, the way for Protoss to actually deal with this...
He sees the observer with the Overseer.
That's funny. The way for Protoss to deal with this is he has to force field and keep the ground forces away, then snipe the Overlords as they're coming in. That's the only way that Protoss players can really deal with this.
Absolutely. I totally agree. It looks like he's going to try and hit a timing here right as Baneling speed finishes. It's about 15 seconds from being done at this point. Let's hope he waits until it finishes and doesn't jump the gun on this push. Man. It looks like he's going to jump the gun on this push and not wait for Baneling speed. That could really mess things up here. Beautiful force fields going off.
Oh my god.
Great blink micro from HerO. I think he's going to hold this with ease.
Yeah, that was just a premature ejaculation right there. Sleep coming in there way too early. Gonna try to get in there and be greedy. Oh, he gets some probes. He did it. There's a case of where we were talking about greedy little, I want the probes.
Yeah.
Actually worked out pretty well for Sleep. Gets a couple of probe kills, but is he going to be able to re-macro in time? It looks like he's macroing up pretty heavily right now, but oh my god, a couple of Zealots inside the mineral line, able to do a little bit of damage. And you know what, Sleep? I don't know. It seems like he's really far ahead in supply, but I think that was a pretty disastrous attack. He didn't do any damage.
Yeah. I don't know whether he can. I don't think he did enough damage there to warrant.
But he's re-macroed pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's supply blocked pretty hard right here for a little bit. He does have some OVs popping out. Still supply blocked. If this third goes down, Sleep could be in a lot of trouble.
He does.
The third goes down for free. Not a single stalker lost. He will blink out of there unscathed. And I don't know if he's going to try and trade here.
Stalkers as quickly as possible. And yes, Sleep, I think he is going to go for the trade, but the Stalkers should be able to get back and defend the Nexus in time. I don't know. It's going to be really close. The Nexus is starting to take some hits.
He's going to get it.
The Stalkers are coming. They're going to come back to try to save the Nexus. And yeah, he is going to get the Nexus. Good trade right there. Now, Sleep, is he going to back
out?
He's going to engage.
Oh my god, the force fields from HerO, so perfect.
But he gets out of there, didn't lose that many.
Zoning out all the Banelings right there, essentially nullifying them.
Yep.
Is he going to go back in? Oh my god.
He really wants that.
Maybe he's just trying to bait force fields or something. I'm not sure exactly what his thought process is right now. He's only going to kill 2 assimilators and a pylon. He could potentially lose a lot of roaches.
He needs to be careful here because the sentries, if they lock the roaches out, it could be pretty disastrous. And I don't agree with engaging at the narrow choke points. I think he should fall back right now. Get the win in terms of killing off the Nexus.
He's losing a lot of units on the exit here.
Yeah, he needs to fall back. I don't know about engaging here. And oh my god, the Banelings are getting in there. Beautiful blink once again by HerO. What a
HerO's micro is impeccable right now. Impeccable. His blink micro is beautiful. Couldn't be any better if he tried.
There we go. We have some Speedlings now in the mix. Force Field's just continually locking the Banelings out of the way and the Lings out of the way. Where are the Overlords? I'm surprised he's not using Overlord drop. Yeah, we got some drops going on right into the main, but the Stalker's already there. Oh my god.
Yeah, HerO's everywhere right now.
I know, man.
But so is Sleep.
Sleep is everywhere too, man.
I think that HerO's eventual push here could be devastating for Sleep. Sleep's still on relatively low tech. We don't have infestors out. Infestation Pit just goes down as I say that.
It's gonna be huge.
And I just don't know how he's gonna deal with this next push.
Oh my god, look at that line of Stalkers.
It's huge. His army is enormous right now.
I know, man. I mean, let's look at the income tab. 30 supply or so for Sleep is actually just
take a look at
drones.
The army tab, dude.
Whoa. We are in a world of hurt here for Sleep. He needs to figure something out, trying to get the ninja expansion up, but he just doesn't have the mobility for his Banelings to really hit this Stalker Sentry ball. He's now loading up all his Banelings into Overlords. I think this is what he needs to do. Bait the force fields, continually try to get those Banelings in there, but this is going to be a hard task. There are so many Stalkers, and they all have +2 weapons.
Yeah, man, and he's also taking the gold right now, which is huge for him. He gave up on trying to take that third over on the left-hand side.
Well, there's just circles there.
Yep. And it's so much more exposed, I feel like, than the gold for him right now. Yeah, he's working the high ground.
Chilling on the high ground as well. Looking really good right here for HerO, man.
He...
Oh, my God.
This is such a crazy style, and Sleep just mixing up his styles once again. We see him using a completely different style this game, and I really like that he's so versatile.
All he needs now is just a couple of infestors.
Oh my god, yeah.
If he can fungal this army down, those banelings can get in there and do so much damage.
Like 2 fungals on that.
And then the banelings just go.
We have no infestors out though. Pathogen Glands is just about to finish. And it looks like Sleep is going to try and engage before he gets the infestors out. And I couldn't agree with you more, HD. He needs a couple infestors. That really is what makes this.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have them.
Oh my goodness, we do have an engagement. One of the Overlords taking a little bit of damage right there on the hull. It looks like the Overlords are just going to go in. There's so many banelings. Meanwhile, a couple of DTs around the map, not really doing much at all. The force field is just keeping the roaches away, and this is what HerO wants to do. Force field the roaches away, use the stalkers to snipe the banelings, and keep pulling back further and further. However, the Nexus is something he has to protect, and he can't allow it to go down, so it's really a bit of a situation for both players.
Sleep hasn't found a way to do any damage with his banelings, though, and HerO is doing such a great job microing.
Oh my, the sentries! The sentries could all go down here, and that is huge!
I don't even think they will, though. It looks like HerO getting the best of this engagement, force fielding his army into a conclave. He needs to get out of there though.
Oh, the Nexus could go down. And, oh my goodness, the Nexus goes down. I think that HerO lost a lot of supply there in terms of units, but Sleep losing so many Overlords.
Yeah.
And this is HerO's chance to actually push in and do a lot of damage. I don't think that the Zerg can resupply quickly enough. Sleep now has some infestors out, but a little too late to the party, and HerO just has way too many forces.
I don't know why he didn't wait for the infestors there. That was huge.
Yeah.
That was such a big deal.
That would have been a game breaker for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this is looking pretty bad now. I think that HerO's actually going to win this game, which means we may go into a game 3. It's just a situation where Sleep said, you know what? I have so many banelings. I just want to go for the bomb.
GG is called. HerO bringing it to a 1-1. We're going to go to a game 3 here for the finals of IPL 3 qualifier number 1. It is Slayers Sleep versus Liquid HerO, and we will be right back after a short commercial break.